And as it stands, hello everyone, guten Tag, bonjour, добрый день, this is me, Zeno77, and yes, we are back, we are here, we are streaming. We had problems. We had problems doing it yesterday because of different internet aspects. Now, I really hope, that today is not going to be this case and I can see that my view is clear. I can see that you can see me. And with that being said, I will try to quickly review what we were supposed to be talking about yesterday. So, as you could understand from the title, the topic of our stream is racism. Yes, it's racism. We're going to be watching Misha Petrov videos. Now, the thing is, we're going to be watching uh, some of her most hyped videos. Because why? Because I want to. Because I want to. That is the reason why. And actually, before we even start, I'm going to put this like this. Okay, so now you can clearly see it. But also, another thing that I wanted to talk about is the way how I want to talk about this. So, I don't want to talk about it in a sort of discriminative way, but how do I put this correctly? I want to talk about this in a sense where we are going to try to defend all opinions. We're going to try to how that sound badly. We're going to try to listen to all the different opinions and then try to make something rational about it. Because the problem that I see a lot with racism recently is a problem that I'm going to talk about in just a minute. While you're at it, be prepared because we're gonna start. And before we start, I actually remember that I have to check something which is charging over there. So I'll be back in just a second. All right, now that I got all of that fixed, let's do it. So, as usually, we do the YouTube introduction. And why is it still like this? I want it to be like this. Wait, give me a sec. Boom. Okay, it goes by default. It goes here by default. So I have to somehow change it. I actually don't know how am I supposed to do that. So I'm just going to have to change it every single time I go full screen. But in any case, let's go and watch the video. So, the disturbing rise of anti-white TikToks. Another video by Misha Petrov, a blogger that we enjoy watching together, a blogger that does tackle interesting topics. So for that, we decided, why not going through some other of her videos? Now, again, we want to be rational. This is like the whole goal of my streams. So I think that in order to be rational, we have to listen to all of the opinions and then build up the correct one. Because I think that a huge problem with racism, even nowadays, is that people do not people talk about it like when it's not necessarily. So what I mean by that is, wait, I'll go to my full screen. What I mean by that is racism is obviously bad. It is. But but you can't be pushing it in places where there is none. So, in order for that to be settled, we're going to try to listen to some of the opinions.
Garlic gobbling ranch roach.
A wake-up call for white allies.
White women are extremely obsessed with black women.
Oh, I did watch that previous one, like this one. I think it was in some other stream. So I don't remember exactly what I said. It's going to be interesting to watch if I will have different reactions on her.
Men are extremely obsessed with black women.
Just don't have babies.
So you want white people to cease to exist.
You say the N-word without saying the N-word. Race baiter, race grifter.
Racial caste system in which white-bodied individuals are the oppressor class.
Come under my video and say, Lord, may I please have your permission to say something?
Hey guys, it's Misha and welcome back to my
What's
channel.
up?
So today we're going to be taking a look at some more anti-white TikToks. I've been seeing more and more of these recently, and unfortunately, as long as these videos displaying discriminatory attitudes and behaviors towards white people get applause and approval for their racism, the problem will only continue to get worse. So we're going
Shout out to you, Misha. You're actually doing this job for me. I just get to watch it and react while you get to collect and do all the hard stuff. So I appreciate for that. I don't appreciate that you keep running into them because it's not a good sign. You know, it means that they're getting more and more of them. But in any case, let's see what comes from these ones.
We're going to be taking a look at these videos today, but before we start, please make sure you are subscribed and have hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos.
So here's my hot take.
So you got it. Yeah, it's also talking about me. If you're here and if you're new, for example, just watch the video. And before you start watching it, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to reach 150 subs. And it's important that we don't stop at where we are.
Start, please make sure you are subscribed and have hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos.
So here's my hot take of the day. All white people are racist.
We already know the take is going to be so good based on that hair. That hair
Oh, come on. Like, you got to give a person a chance. Now, I know I usually judge people by the looks, but come on. Not like this. Not straightforward. Yeah, your take is gonna suck by it just because we looked at your hair.
alone gives us a little bit of a clue, I think, but let's hear her out.
All white people are racist.
Boom. It's not because of the hair. Maybe the hair is just one of the signs that can be, but I'm telling you it's not because of the hair, and we can watch it. Why?
Every single last one of them, all of them are racist. And I don't
I should call this stream. I actually know how I'm gonna call this reaction. It's gonna be called "I'm a Racist," because technically, if we listen to her, that makes me a racist. You see my color of the skin? Yeah, I'm a racist.
mean that to say like every single individual white person, if I talk to you, you would have some kind of racist ideology. I'm saying that as a white person, you uphold a system of racism by literally just being white.
I did say that I'm gonna try to defend all these people, right? But how can I defend someone who is saying that I'm being racist because of the color of my skin? Like, I can't even try to give me at least some argument so that I can defend you. I want to make a life a better place where we come to an agreement, but I can't. You're telling bullshit. You're talking nonsense right now.
I believe if you're not spending your literal entire life dismantling racism, then you're contributing to its continuation.
Some people
What is dismantling? I'm sorry, but one of the points we have on this stream is that I'm learning new words. So for that, wait, I have to Google it in my proper language. Oh, come on. I can't switch the keyboard. This, how did she say this? Dismantling. Okay, dismantling. Dismantling. I have to switch these settings that give me the translation in French. Meaning of dismantle in English: to take a machine apart or come apart. Oh, so if I don't try to fight racism, which I could, for example, not witness, that makes me bad. Yeah, I'm a racist. Genuinely. If we listen to her, that's the fact.
people have actual issues, right, that they face day to day. Like maybe they can't feed themselves or their family. Not
Yeah, what's your nickname? Oh, we can't see the nickname. So sad.
This made up problem where because you're existing as a white person, because you were born white, you are contributing to racism. But you have the time to sit in your car and make these videos and judge people based on their skin color.
People get so like, whenever like I say like people are racist, like why is it such a big deal? Like, yes, you're racist. We've established that. Now what are you gonna do to change it?
Oh, I can see the nickname. Wait. Ah, it's so it's so bad.
Like, yes, you're racist. We've established that. Now
Sagan. Ah, I'm too lazy to read it.
Now what are you gonna do to change it?
It's actually a terrible thing to be called racist, to view a certain race as superior or inferior. That's not good.
Racism refers to power and race. If you are the powerful race in a society,
No, racism does not refer to that. Racism refers to discrimination of a certain race based on purely color of their skin. That is what racism is. It doesn't. How did she say it?
That's not good.
racism refers to power and race. If
It doesn't necessarily refer to power. It doesn't. But wait, so technically, if I'm powerful, is a powerful man a racist person? What if they're black? Oh, I'm trying to defend you, woman. Okay, sorry, case closed. Lawyer Zeno's not gonna defend you.
you are the powerful race in a society, then you're racist. Like, I just don't understand why it's so taboo.
Taboo is not the right word. It's just wrong. That's inaccurate. That just because you're white, you're racist if you're not spending every second of every day dismantling it.
People think that being called a racist is synonymous with being called a bad person. I never said that people are bad people because they're racist. I said,
Oh my god, this is so good. This is like, the problem is, if I was going to defend this video, I have to criticize the last one. So the thing is, I can't defend client named, I don't know what her name is, because the two videos, they are super different to each other. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but so racist people are good people, yeah?
they're racist. You very well can be a good person and be racist.
This is all over the place. Like, it's okay.
Well, technically, it is true. Like, technically. But you're probably not going to be good to people of other race. And that is not good.
Okay to be racist, but also you have to spend your entire life trying to dismantle racism if you're white.
Pretty much everyone is racist. Our curriculum, everything that we see, our media, it's all racist. So of course you're going to have that in your head.
Maybe she
Not gonna lie, that is technically true. That is technically true, but I don't think it's really racism. I would probably talk about this more like closure. So, for example, what I've noticed by hanging around a lot with international people is that they stick usually to their own culture, their own group. You take the Hispanics, for example, and you can be like Latino, South Americans, or Spanish, like three different categories of Hispanic people. But they are much likely to stick together than a Hispanic, a Chinese person, and let's say some from Egypt. Now, I'm not saying this is like impossible or a bad thing, but I think that in general, you can't really call it racism. I think that it's more. It's like you can't say that you hate another family because you would rather stick with yours. You just like prefer you love your family more, you prefer to like hanging around with them more. And the media can portray, for example, one group of people in some way better than the other, but that I can't say really that is racism, because they're not discriminating another group, they're just putting their group above. Can you really call that racism as well? That could be an interesting topic to discuss.
Our curriculum, everything that we see, our media, it's all racist. So of course you're going to have that in your head.
maybe she got called out for being racist, and now she's like, it's okay.
There is nothing to defend. You can be racist.
If you're treating someone terribly because of their race, we should not be making excuses, nor should we be saying it's okay. It doesn't make you a bad person. Yeah, it does. If you're looking at a black person and saying they're inferior because of their skin color, if you're looking at a white person and saying that, if you're looking at an Asian person and saying that, that is wrong. That's not something a good person.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I think you could use her argument more as if I had a choice with whom to hang out, probably at the beginning, when I don't know yet the person, I would sympathize more to my group of people. I'm not sure that it could be called racism. I think racism is when you see the two and you decide I'm not going to hang out with you because you're a particular skin. It's a complicated subject, isn't it?
And does. So this is the craziest thing to me. These anti-racist TikTokers are actually the racist ones, like 9 out of 10 times. It's insane. Going on these rants.
We're trying to find the one who we can actually proudly call anti-racist.
Making all these assumptions about people because of their skin color. And then what's the excuse? Because of the society? Because we live in America in 2024? And what, we're always being taught to hate black people? Whatever you're on, let's stop taking that for a little while, and maybe you'll get your common sense back, because that didn't make any sense. All right, a wake-up call for white allies. What's our wake-up call? Let's hear it.
All right, this is a message for every white ally, accomplice, advocate, activist, whatever you call yourself.
If you're someone who is
our philosophers included, because then I already know that I'm a racist based on what I've seen. Now I need to know what's the wake-up call.
Is fighting for anti-racism, fighting against white supremacy culture, fighting for collective liberation and for equity and reparations. I want you to listen closely.
The problem is that a lot of people of those can't even define what they mean by white supremacy. I'm not superior because I'm white. And moreover, I know a dozen of white people who are not superior because of the color of their skin. So what is white? What do you mean by supremacy?
To me today, okay?
It's important for you to know what season you're in and then dress accordingly. All right, let me explain what I mean. I live in New York, and this is a state where we get 4 seasons, right? So if you live in a place where you get 4 seasons, you know you don't wear your summer clothes in the winter because they're not going to have the same impact as they do in the summertime.
I mean, why won't you? If someone wants to wear summer clothes during winter, that's their choice. The reason they don't do it is because otherwise they're going to get cold and they're going to get sick and they aren't going to be able to live their life because being sick is bad. It leads to death. What does it have to do with racism?
Still applying your summer 2020 tactics in the spring of 2024, and it's not working. It doesn't work. What worked in 2020 doesn't work in 2024.
Yes. What really worked in 2020? What did we achieve? Maybe someone took the BLM money and bought a mansion. Did that work?
So if you're still trying to use those same strategies and tactics that worked in 2020 and 2021 and
what worked in 2020 was that a whole generation of people got an amazing story about an apocalypse that they are going to be telling to their grandchildren. Now, obviously, I'm not going to it's not joking about deaths and sicknesses, but in general, those who went okay, mostly without any serious consequences, which are like 95% of people, that's going to be a hell of a story to their grandchildren one day.
2022, in the year 2024, what you're going to find is they are not as effective.
But it didn't work. What worked? Riots, looting, which impacted small businesses as well. What worked?
And so I want to invite you to join me for my live masterclass, okay?
Of course, there it is. There it is. I would have been surprised if we didn't get at least one video that promoted a masterclass or an anti-racism course.
I'm going to show you what you should be doing, what you should be focusing on.
I want to buy one, if I will have enough money to throw away, I will buy a course like this and film a reaction on it. It should be cool. I'm absolutely sure it will hit a lot of views.
on and how you can make these shifts so that you're not using like expired strategies.
Real instances of racism should be taken very seriously, regardless of the race. Unfortunately, a bunch of race grifters try to financially benefit from this.
Recognizing the world that we're living in, which is the anti-DEI, anti-civil rights world, anti-black world.
If you're anti-DEI, you're anti-black? If you're against diversity hires, you're anti-black. Or black people are perfectly capable of getting into schools without these policies, simply based off of their merit, getting the job they want if they work hard, and don't need to be treated like babies that need special treatment simply because of their race. That actually sounds awfully racist to me. But apparently that's anti-black. We should focus on everyone's skin color and give certain people special treatment. Ridiculous. But of course, what do I know? I haven't signed up for her master class. Another video from
Plus, you're a racist. We already know that from the last video.
her.
10 ways you
10 ways to send the N-word without saying the N-word. I know at least 25 people to whom I can send this, and they will... I thought my neighbor got up. I was saying that I can name 25 people to whom I can send this, and they will go like, yes, the response.
you say the N-word without saying the
go.
N-word.
When
If you use any of
You know, if we can, like, we do the counting right now together.
these terms or phrases in reference to black people, you are just as racist as the person that actually uses
Let's go.
the N-word. Here are the words. Thug.
I don't... Wait, I have an advertisement that I didn't get paid for. So with that being said, let me close it. Let me cut it. Wait. Wait, okay. Give me a sec. You probably missed the word. So let's go.
Actually uses the N-word. Here are the words. Thug. Ghetto. Welfare queen. Lazy. Race baiter, race grifter.
Lazy?
Wreck. Ghetto. Welfare queen. Lazy. Race baiter, race grifter.
Wait, since when when I say lazy, I'm considered a race? Oh, right, I forgot. I'm racist because I'm white. Sorry. Stupid question.
Threatening, angry.
Lazy.
Okay, this is just like I can't believe that she's being serious. Come on. Come on. Misha, like look at me. I have the same shock. It can't be serious. It can't be serious. Since when being lazy? What? No, I can't even react to this. I can't even, because we're not having a philosophical debate. We're just doing comedy. I can't react to this. And I can probably react to what Misha says, but she will take it serious. I can't take it serious because it doesn't sound serious at all.
Race grift. Okay, well, that's because she's a race grifter. She wants to prevent people from saying that because that's basically the N-word. That's the N-word, guys. Also, lazy. Why? Are you suggesting that all black people are lazy? What if someone is actually lazy and also black? Now you can't even say that if they're black because that's the N-word. See, what would actually be racist is you saying the N-word or saying something like all black people are XYZ. But if you know a black person that is lazy, you can say they're lazy. That's not the N-word.
Dangerous. Or you say that we're playing the victim or we are a diversity hire. What you actually mean to say is the N-word. Just stop it. If you say these words or phrases, you are...
Wait, technically, I get what she's trying to deliver, but she formulates it wrong. So what she's trying to say, you are racist if you think that someone who is on a job and he is black is there only because of diversity hires. Or again, like, listen to the specifics of the words that I'm saying, because a lot of the times people avoid doing it. And it's very important because I pay close attention to words, and that's what I also preach in my videos. You are a racist if you think that a black person got a job only because of diversity hires. That is what a message that she could say, and it would sound correct. But she's like, nope, I can't formulate these type of sentences so long. Let me just say that you're saying the N-word without saying it. Genius!
We're calling us the N-word. If you say these ignorant racist terms or phrases around your children, you're also teaching your children to be racist just like you. Go to that link on my profile, sign up for my webinar replay, or do my 5-day challenge because it's time to do better.
And the problem with them is that they give bloggers like, for example, Misha or a lot of other bloggers a chance to make fun of them because they that's what they do. They could formulate a good message, a correct message, but they're either too lazy for it, either they don't care, or they just like want to hype. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to do comedy. Maybe it's a parody. But oh my god. People really often don't care what they say, and this is very sad because your words, believe it or not, is the most powerful tool that you have. Like, people say it could be money. I say it's full of crap. You need to know how to speak correctly, how to formulate your sentences, because only from this you can achieve stuff. Probably will make it the moral of the video later on.
Oh, of course, the do better. Do better. Stop saying things like lazy equals the N-word.
Do better.
Before we continue, I wanted to talk about a critical issue we're facing today, the rapid spread of...
I think this is going to be an advertisement. 40%, obviously. Obviously, it was supposed to be an advertisement. I think, oh yeah, I think I watched this woman. I just don't remember what I reacted. How did I react? But okay, let's listen.
Extremely obsessed with black women. It's just weird, you know. When I finish working out, I go to the shower, I put my clothes on, you know, I do my little fro, I put my little waist beads on, and it was a white woman sitting in the corner, and she was just looking at me, and I could see her out my peripheral vision, and I thought to myself, this lady is obsessed with me. I think that white women are obsessed with the confidence that black women have.
Okay, I think it's very telling that...
Okay, let's think about this. Okay, I don't want to think about this.
That's what she assumed. Maybe she just looked at her. People are allowed to look at other people, actually. It shouldn't stare, obviously. It shouldn't make people uncomfortable, but maybe she just glanced at you and you thought, she's obsessed with me. No, not only that. She's obsessed with black women. She's just obsessed because of your confidence. Yeah, that's not confidence. That's narcissism. You assuming that an entire race is obsessed with your race because a woman looked at you. But actually, I'm wrong because this video was made by Divine Truth Teller, so she must be telling the truth. We have a Democrat congresswoman who's suggesting that black people should be exempt from paying taxes as form of reparations. Is this working towards a more inclusive society?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. This does sound smart if you hear it for the first time. This does sound genius. The question is always, what kind of reparations? How do you define it? The questions are always in the details, but it's how we had with the girl who had the title 10 ways to say the N-word without saying it. Like, in general, the title sounds cool and smart, but if you really listen to the details, you can see where it fails.
To make a certain race exempt from paying taxes. Here is Jasmine Crockett.
This past week I saw, I don't remember which celebrity, but it was actually a celebrity, and I was like, I don't know that that's not necessarily a bad idea, but I just
love the quote. I saw this celebrity. They were so famous, I couldn't even name the celebrity. I can't even tell you what's the name of the celebrity. People don't think when they speak. It's killing me inside. I don't think that I'm doing a lot of great things in this life, but the problem is that a lot of the times I see people doing even worse, and it kills me from the inside.
to think through it a lot. One of the things that they propose is black folk not have to pay taxes.
Then you want to talk about fairness and equality, and then try and bring about policies that will lead to more division.
It's like if you do the no tax thing, for people that are already, say, struggling and aren't really paying taxes in the first place, it doesn't really, exactly.
You want race-based tax exemptions and then complain about discrimination? No.
Racism is not a choice. You, fellow white person, like everybody else, were born into a world that you did not create. You were
Okay, this actually guy can make sense. Because, like, think about this. Okay, let's listen to the whole message, and then I can probably give a good explanation.
We're not taught to be racist. We were born into a racial caste system in which white-bodied individuals are the oppressor class. Once you become aware of how things are, once you've become educated about your role in how things are, then you have a choice. Do you want to stand firm and uphold the system you've inherited, fighting with anyone and everyone that brings up privilege, equity, justice, racial oppression? Or do you want things to change?
I do want things.
I really like this guy. Like, I don't like particularly the things that he says in details, but he does give an interesting point. So he's saying that you are not, how do you say it? It's not your choice at the beginning. So he's basically saying you're innocent when you don't know the stuff. So let me say like this. For example, you don't know what, I don't know, maybe the N-word is. You're a little kid and you haven't been educated to it. And you might think that, oh, okay, I heard it there, I heard it here, maybe it's correct. And the thing is that when you learn how it is used, when it is used, why it is used, then it is your choice. Would you say it or will you not say it? And that is a good message that he's delivering. The problem is that he's already presuming that our society sucks. There's like, yep, our society is super racist. What can we do with that? And I think he's a bit too harsh on it, but he is not generally wrong. I can find a way to defend him. But let's listen what can Misha say about this.
To change. I do want people to stop obsessing over race. You do have a choice. You don't have to be racist. You're not born racist simply because of your skin color. And stop spreading lies because you want to be a white savior and get approval from certain people who will clap and say, yeah, you're a white ally. Check out my masterclass. How white people can support other races, just don't have babies. So you want white people.
No. I don't want to go to child-free movements or things, please. We already have a complicated topic. Don't make it even harder.
People to cease to exist.
Just don't have babies.
That just sounds so tolerant.
White people have had their moment.
Isn't that statement in and of itself, isn't that a crazy statement? White people have had their moment.
It's a crazy statement to some people. But I think if you want to move forward, you have to be a little extreme.
White people have had their moment. Doesn't that imply that white people now need to take a back?
It's super interesting because people think that every single time they're living in peace and everything is good and we're all going together having fun, and they think, yeah, it's over, like, it's the end of history, as Fukuyama was writing it. But no, there will always be someone who will decide, screw it, we're time to be a bit extreme.
I 100% that is exactly what I mean. White people need to take a back seat.
Actually, I think you've had your moment.
White people have had.
You should be quiet. Yeah.
I'm not rioting, God. I've been from our black brothers and sisters for 10 years of racism, of systematic.
Okay, you know what? If you feel the need to worship, go to church. Worship God. Why are you worshiping others because of their skin color?
And when people of color trust you enough to tell you their story, believe us without expressing shock, because when you express shock, it pushes you away from the blame.
What if you're lying, though? People just have to believe you because that's racism. That's like saying the N-word.
Yeah,
right?
Like, to be fair, I don't get the whole video, and Misha is just like giving comments. Like, I enjoy watching her content, but I don't get what is happening at this particular moment.
If you're black and someone doesn't believe you, that's racism. If they're shocked because maybe you did experience something racist and that's shocking and we feel bad, no, it's racism. Apathy then? What would make you happy?
Brain just sent me the best Google Doc.
Wetten, dass du die neuen KI-Features vom Google Pixel 8
Come
Pro...
on, you have got to be stopping with these ads. I gotta get myself premium, I'm telling you. 250 subscribers and I get myself YouTube Premium. And you don't have to watch me watching these ads anymore.
Apathy then? What would make you happy?
Brain just sent me the best Google Doc. It's a long list of nicknames you can call your wife friends. I think it's super cute.
Wait, what? And your wife friends?
It's a long list of nicknames you can call your wife friends. I think it's super cute and
your white friends, okay.
Sweet.
It is super cute and sweet.
Here are a few of my favorite. Milk cricket.
What's with the crickets? Am I missing something? Why crickets, white people? What's the connection there?
I think because when it's after 10 p.m., we're usually quiet. Why milk, though?
Garlic goblin.
Because it's white. Garlic goblin. Okay, that depends which goblin.
Ranch roach.
So just wondering, does your white friend, get to send you a Google Doc with fun, cute names to call Asian people? I doubt it. So here's a clip I found of Mayor Eric Adams.
Look at this team. Look at my deputy mayors. Have you ever seen this much chocolate leading the city of New York?
I can't defend you guys. It's too complicated.
That's why people are hating on me. You trying to figure out why they're hating on me? They hating on me because how many of you go to church?
That's why people are hating on you, right? Because there's so much chocolate. No, Mayor Adams, it's because your policies are terrible and it's causing more crime, more random attacks in the city. That's why people don't like you. Not because you're black, but good try with the race card.
If you are not black, if your skin is not brown, if you are not melanated, then you do not have the right to come under my videos talking back to my people.
Holy damn. I now need permission. I mean, at the end of the day, if I were to defend her, I would say this is her account, so she can do whatever the hell she wants. But would it not make her racist? I don't think so.
Opinions are not wanted, nor are they relevant. So why do you feel like you need to come and keep...
I think she put these words for me like, ha, 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 ha.
Saying something to my people. You need to ask me my permission before you speak or comment on my videos. You come under my video and say, Lord, may I please have your permission to say something.
God.
And we shall all honor Mrs. the Black Messiah. We should all honor the Black Messiah. I can't take it serious. No, this is a joke. Come on. I need to read the comments under that video, guys. We need to read the comments. Wait. Wait, where is it? The Black Messiah TikTok. Wait, where is she? Where is she? Come on, where is she? The Black Messiah. Ah, I can't find her account. Wait. Oh, okay. Her account is actually Lorne Born. Okay, and this was uploaded on her other account. Okay, got it. Lorne Born. What? Okay, I can't find her account. I apologize. I actually wanted to help. Sorry, guys. Not today.
Complex much? Just seems like someone forgot to take their meds. But I wish the Black Messiah well. I hope she can work through that hatred.
No, that's actually her.
Then you wait for me to give you my permission before you start tapping, moving your little pasty fingers around on my page. You people have been talking way too much for way too long, and your time is.
I think I forgot to put one underline, so I'm gonna try again. The Black Messiah accounts. Nah, we still can't find it. Sorry.
It's officially up. It is Black Power forever.
It's because some white people were commenting under her videos, so she doesn't want their pasty fingers to be commenting because they haven't asked for her permission. And I hope she finds peace, because that is not a happy individual right there. If you want equality, if you're fighting for fair treatment of everyone, it is very important to address discrimination targeting any race, and that includes white individuals. And that's all for today's video, guys. Please let me know what you think about.
Guys, this, I'm not gonna lie, I simply laughed most of the reaction. But moral of the story, moral of the video is simple. Think about what you speak, because words are your most powerful tool. An interesting moral when talking about racism, guys. This was Zeno77 today with yet another reaction. For those of you watching on live, we're going to be going to another reaction. So this ending is dedicated for those of you watching on replay on YouTube. Don't forget that this is a YouTube channel and we're aiming for our next goal. We're aiming to hit the number of 150 subscribers. So that's what you got to do. You got to help us reach that goal. You got to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget that if you like this video, put a like. If you didn't like it, dislike it. But you have to write a comment below. And with that being said, I wish you all the best. And don't be racist. See you in my other reactions. All right, all right. Oh, it's so good when my connection is good. We get to watch a lot of videos with you. Now, I'm obviously only planning 2 because we're gonna have like exactly an hour. And in addition to that, we're gonna tackle enough topics. So, are you ready for basically a part 2? I hope you can see me well. Yes, you can. So, white women are dangerous, more anti-white insanity. Yes, this is another video by Misha Petrov. As you might remember that we just finished watching another video where she reacted to anti-white TikToks, and we're now heading to a second part. Now, again, the reason why we're talking about this and the way that I want to formulate it is the following one. Racism is a bad thing, but often people misjudge or pick their words wrong. So what we're trying to do today is to play basically the devil's advocate and try to defend every point of view that is presented, so that if we cannot pick a point, like any way that we can possibly do that, we can actually see if the point is crap. With that being said, let's start the reaction.
If you are a male monster, that is how your ancestors got everything from stealing.
White supremacy and misogyny and colonization.
Young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. Stop caping for white dudes.
I watched an amazing Instagram reel about these children not knowing what the computer is.
dudes, join us and let's overthrow the patriarchy. Raise your hand if you're a racist. It's white women's niceness that is killing us all.
Hey guys, it's Misha and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at some more racist individuals spewing their anti-white rhetoric. We might even find out some new words to call white people, because I know we already have Bleach Demon, we have Ghost Cricket, but maybe we'll find out some more creative names that we could add to the list. But before we start, please make sure you are subscribed and have hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos.
So guys, you all know the system as well. If you're a viewer of Xeno77, if you're a new viewer, you gotta do what she just said. A like and a subscription.
Before we start, please make sure you are subscribed and have hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos.
Currently in Paris, and I've got some errands I gotta do today. So I'm gonna go out and get myself some micro reparations by not moving out of any white person's way, since they love to take up the road.
Huh?
Yeah. Shut about me.
She gets mad that white people are walking on the street. Or should we have a different street for white people?
I think that when in New York they had different buses or different seats or parts of buses, I'm not specifically sure. I think it was in New York or in Washington. Yeah, it was in Washington. They had specific places where only black people sat at the bus. Was that correct? I don't think so.
Let's see. Yeah, a single file.
Maybe she's not.
Oh, maybe she thinks that they're intentionally bumping into her. Huh. There's always a choice. There's always a possibility.
Used to two people walking, I really doubt someone would be able to put up with a person like this.
Like, hello, why wouldn't you move out my way?
Sure, she's probably used to walking by herself, and maybe that's the problem, that she doesn't realize that when people walk in groups,
The darkest nights. At the dark streets.
like, they'll take up a little bit more space. Of course, they should stay to one side and allow everyone else to go through. But out of what she was recording, it's kind of unwarranted, I think, for the nice single file.
A single file. Go ahead and get yourself some reparations, okay? Take matters into your own mother hands.
I went to Paris not too long ago, and the people in Paris, I just got the impression that they wouldn't put up with this sort of thing, especially from Americans. I'm sure there are Parisians who like Americans, but I think because of stereotypes and because of maybe how certain Americans behave in other countries, she is only making that problem
I think they just watched Modern Family, that's all.
so much worse. Cursing out people for walking because they're white. Go to a different country then, where you don't have to see as many white people. Why
That
go?
was actually a solid point, because like you're at their place, so technically you gotta respect their rules. I'm not sure that you can call them like, although that, should you respect if they're racist? It's complicated.
Somewhere where you know you're going to be harassed this way because someone is walking and not literally throwing out a red carpet for you.
Educator, I am constantly worried if I am part of the problem.
Again, an educator.
I mean by that, well,
Technically, it's a good thing to think about this if you're a part of any problem that's happening. But the problem, game of words, but the problem here, the wrong thing here is, I believe, what will be, how will she define her problem?
well, public education is an institution that upholds lots of problematic systems in our society, like white supremacy and misogyny and colonization, etc. In my role
Can you tell how?
as an educator, I try to undermine that BS in my classroom as much as I possibly can. I teach.
That's a great thing, to be fair. Like, let's just take the whole statement. She is trying to make her class less misogynistic, less white supremacist, less anti-colonizing. Technically, it's a good thing. But let's hear her definitions of all of those things.
High school English, and whoo, the white supremacy runs deep. What do I mean by that?
We finally get an answer.
Well, let's look at how we write essays. Start with an introduction that includes a thesis. Always cite your sources.
Right. You have to write a thesis, an introduction, That's white supremacy.
Use transition words like however and therefore.
However,
You can't believe, but this is the... I was so good defending you. And now you're making this complicated. Using transition words makes us more misogynistic.
and therefore, are you implying that non-white people don't know those words? Another theme you'll notice here is everyone that comes out and says, this is white supremacy, this is racism, when it's really not, they're the racist ones. They probably can't think about anything except race, and they're just coming out as a racist.
That's actually the point we made at the beginning, that not everything that is defined as racism is actual racism. So the thing of today is to understand where there's actually bad things happening.
Over and over again. But because they get applause for it, they continue. Okay? So this woman thinks that black people aren't capable of using those words or writing a proper essay.
These are all made up rules. They're arbitrary. They were created by Westerners in power.
Perhaps
technically she's right. They were created by people. But the thing is, we created them for a reason. We created them to make the language easier and more clear. Not to write for you with a for and a u, but to write it as F O R Y O U. English is not even my first language, and I don't think that's discriminative. You're doing good, but as always, you let me down.
English isn't the problem, it's what's going on in your head. Perhaps you're the problem if you really truly think that because your student isn't white, they can't do well in your class because it's white supremacy to be literate.
This is hilarious. This is actually racist. Yeah. If you look at someone, like, remember in the previous reaction we had an idea about what racism is when you look at diverse quotes. Now this is the same. You think that someone is good or bad based only on their race. Or is it positive racism? Or is positive racism good? I don't know, people. Be clear. Use correct words.
To get good grades, here's the governor of New York, Kathy Hochul.
Young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things. And I want the world open up to all of them, because when you have their...
I think you missed a couple thousand miles. Because trust me, 4-year-olds in New York know. Now maybe somewhere southward, we could debate on that. But definitely not US.
Diverse voices.
Are we supposed to hear that and say, yeah, that's going to help us reach a more inclusive society? Saying black people don't know what a computer is? They can't write an essay? Also, math is racist if you don't know.
Notice that they specifically say the region. So she's... so the last one was specifically Bronx. I know that she's like working in the New York government, but why specifically that region? Why specifically the most black region in New York? You make it more complicated for me to defend you.
Oh, so they can't do math.
Everything has to cater to a victim narrative. They're actually going after language now. Black linguistic justice is racist to teach black students, especially standard English.
I want to see this program. Please show me this program. I want to see an anti-racist math program and actually understand how it is anti-racist. Like, do you even get like, this is all the reaction I can pull from it. It's we're patient. It's just a YouTube video.
So this is not just a math thing. And obviously,
Right.
you know, to a 5-year-old, this is not good for black students.
They need the help of DEI. They can't get into the college they want to go to or get the job they want without extra help because they're black. Again, you're just telling on yourself at this point.
Seeing as melanin deficient Europeans.
I was the one saying don't judge by the looks. So that is exactly what I'm going to try to do.
Created whiteness in order to enslave Africans and commit wholesale genocide. Yeah, whiteness needs to end.
I think it's even worse.
The reason Europeans were able to buy slaves is because African people were selling them on their own. They were selling their own people. Like, the percentage that was enslaved specifically by white people isn't that big compared to how you're putting it. I'm trying to be defensive. I'm trying to give you a hand. Let me help you. Let me teach you some history. I know, are you European? Because if you are, it's good. We can meet somewhere close. Maybe drink a cup of coffee. If you do drink it, I don't know. At this point, I'm just getting tired of these guys.
When it's the white people.
How does Misha keep it up so long?
Saying it. Because do you really hate yourself that much? Grunkle Frank 2.0 looks white, even if they're mixed with something, I don't know, but going by their logic, the lefty logic, if you look white, you're white. Okay, because you reap the benefits of your whiteness and your privilege, okay? So by that logic, this person is 100% white no matter what, but still is saying...
As we remember from the last video, he's a racist.
That we should end whiteness. Whiteness has to go. I mean, can we be surprised with this hair situation? And
bro, I mean, sure, whiteness has to end. You first.
The original comment was, so if a black person said white people should die and never exist, that's not racism. And that was the response. What's actually true is that having children is far right. It doesn't matter what your race is. No one should have children, according to Politico. Joe Biden was...
Time to end the world. We thought that it's going to be ended by an atomic bomb or a steroid. No, not a steroid. A meteoroid. The rock that falls from the space. But no, it is going to be to end with us quitting on society. Step by step, year by year. Oh yeah, it won't happen because population keeps growing every single year. Too bad, Politico. Not happening.
Was talking about Japan, our ally.
Cannot succeed as a country if you leave more than half of your brain power on the sidelines. Not a joke. Not a joke. Look what's going on. Look what's going on in Japan. It's called Abe economics. They're talking about it. We're calling it. And that is, there's an entire move because they are xenophobic, because they do not want to invite other people from outside their country to come in and make up the work.
To be fair, from what I heard about Japan, they are considered one of the biggest racist countries. So I'm not sure why he is saying this live. Again, I'm only making judgments right now on what I heard. I'm not saying that they are. I'm not saying that I know that. I'm saying what I heard. But again, why is Joe Biden saying this?
They have fewer workers than they have a need for workers.
Now, just because you see that the country is struggling economically, that doesn't mean you should go out and call the entire country xenophobic. Here it says several Japanese lawmakers reacted to Biden's comments on social media immediately following the controversy. Migration is a problem that European leaders are struggling with too. There aren't any countries that have solved this problem as of now. I hope that President Biden will solve the problem in New York before he says things like this. We are being cautious after seeing your failures. You are meddling too much in our internal affairs. I mean, is he wrong? No. Speaking of New York, the beautiful sanctuary city and what it's become because of these policies, there were these illegal immigrants who went to the New York City Council and showed just how entitled they were, just how ungrateful. and started talking about how the food was not up to par.
And on Ramadan time, we couldn't eat because when you come back for the breaks, the food is no good at all.
I'm sorry that you're not getting your 5-star Michelin restaurant food, but you're in this country illegally. I don't think you have the right to complain about the food.
That is true. I mean, I can't even add anything to Misha. She's speaking facts right now. Let's listen to this. The Q-tip. I don't want to Google again. Explain me what Q-tip people are. The last ones to even talk about somebody stealing anything. Who are Q-tips?
Tip people are the last ones to ever talk about somebody stealing anything. Y'all wouldn't be in this country had it not been for y'all stealing it.
Like, you remember when I complained about people getting dumber in language? Y'all wouldn't be in this country had it not been for y'all stealing it. You all wouldn't have been, that's the correct form of saying it, in this country, because we're talking about something that could have potentially happened in the past, which referred to a future, but not, but it didn't happen. So it's a possibility. Wouldn't be, it means that what didn't happen in general, but technically we're talking about the past right now. So y'all wouldn't have been in this country if it hadn't been, okay, maybe you can skip the if part, had it not been for y'all stealing it.
And the Q-tip people. I kind of like that one.
If you are a mayo monster, that is.
So I'm a racist and a mayo monster. A great reaction. Like, great stream, guys. I find so much about myself that I just can't investigate on my own. But okay, let's listen. If I'm a mayo monster, what happens?
That is how your ancestors got everything from stealing.
Okay, we are getting some new names, so now we can add Mayo Monster.
They got all from stealing. Ancestors, if you're watching me from up there and you're watching this video with me, this girl knows what you did.
To the list. What happens if you take a black supremacist and they get a DNA test and they're 2% bleach demon, or maybe even 5% Mayo monster? It would just combust. They'll have a panic attack, because what then? Like, do you get some oppression points taken away?
Y'all are more focused on people looting and trying to get necessities and things that they need. And yes, a TV is a necessity. Capitalism, steal everything that you need.
Obviously, fuck capitalism. You know, we're not going to offer everything, but just screw it.
Now, I want to watch a little bit more of this deconstructing Karen. They pay to be told by these women why they're racist.
What I expect of white women, not a damn thing. Nothing. I expect nothing of you because you have never given me anything. I can't trust you. Okay.
Now let's picture this, that this was actually a white woman who made the black women pay to attend this dinner, and she lectured them, and she said, you know what I expect from black women? Not a damn thing, because you've never given me anything, because I can't trust you. Acknowledge your racism. So I think,
like, at least in the last video I could try to find some decent points. Here it's just pure, yeah, it's just pure racism. I can't defend this, guys. If the next clip is the same, I'm just quitting this stream and I'm done for today.
that these women should actually attend some kind of course, because they're the ones that are actually racist.
To pull your heads out of your ass, acknowledge your own racism, make it right, stop caping for white dudes.
You're not even that black, shut up. You're annoying me already. Like, at least people in the first video were trying to make some decent arguments. Like, they were trying to build up an idea. Maybe they formulated it wrongly. Shit happens. But you're just being racist. And I know Misha only has 2 more minutes on the video, but I'm giving up on this.
Join us and let's overthrow the patriarchy.
I am a...
What does even the patriarchy have to do with race? No! No! This can't be real. This can't be real. It has to be staged for the views. If we're talking about some matrix setups and stuff like this is one. This can't be real.
Liberal white woman. We are absolutely the most dangerous women out there because we want to think that we are better.
White women feel the desperate need to be nice. It's white women's niceness that is killing us all.
This might just be the ultimate race grifter.
This just might be the ultimate we have no connection, but we're gonna say smart words to sound cool type of thing. It has 0 sense, 0 connections. It's just fancy words. Racism, overthrow patriarchy, the niceness that is killing. Misha, you take the stage.
Of the week. We'll probably find something worse later on.
My kids are biracial. So my husband is Hispanic and white, and I don't see color. I don't see. So how she said, I'm blinded to color. Like, it doesn't faze me at all.
You cannot, frankly, your way out of racism. Being married to a black person or a brown person, having brown or black children does not make you impervious to racism.
No, if you're literally married.
I absolutely bet that the only reason these women are sitting out there because they got paid $5,000. Or did they get to pay $5,000? Wait. I gotta check because I didn't see the tweet. Wait. Can pay. Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry. You need to get your brain checked.
Does not make you.
Maybe you just prefer masochism.
Impervious to racism.
No, if you're literally married to a black person and you say you're colorblind, that's racist. What you should be doing, you wake up, you see your spouse in these interracial relationships, right? And you have to think, black, they're black. Day in, day out, every single day. You can't for a second forget their skin color. That's the most important thing about a person.
When we bleed red.
I'm just gonna drop the bomb here. That's white supremacy. Color blindness.
I can like I have two choices. I can either be angry at these people or I can laugh at them. I hate negative moods, so I'm just gonna laugh at them. And that quote was super good. I might write this down actually somewhere for myself. We all bleed red. This actually sounds super good.
Is white supremacy. Do not teach your
this quote is gonna defend racism, I'm telling you.
Kids to be colorblind. Do not talk about colorblindness. Don't say that I don't see the color of your skin and we cut ourselves open, it's bleeding red. Show of hands of everyone at this table who is racist. I saw a couple people surprised that I raised my hand. I am racist against black people.
Oh, you were so close. You're racist against white people. Maybe black people too, but definitely white people as well. After indoctrination camp, everyone identifies as racist. We did it.
I believe that every white person is racist because of the system.
Such progress has been made.
Raise your hand if you're a racist.
Fuck it. I already understood this in the first video.
Dang! That's exhausting. You continue believing that and hating white people and constantly focusing on your race and everyone else's race. I'm good though. Anyone paying for this too? I don't know why you want to be indoctrinated so badly, but there are more important things to focus on other than race, and you
I mean, these women should have a hella great life if they can pay $5,000 to attend this thing.
should probably stop hating others simply because of their skin color, because we all bleed red. So how about you try not being so hateful for once?
We did it!
And that's all for today's video.
We all bleed red. For me, this is a very genius quote. I'm gonna make it the moral of this video. Moral of the video, guys. We all bleed red. So, with that being said, this was Xeno77 reacting to different racist videos and trying to find interesting points that we could discuss. Unfortunately, this video did not provide a lot. But in any case, if you probably enjoyed this reaction, you can always hit the like button. If you didn't enjoy this reaction, you can always dislike it. But as you know. After each dislike, you need to go into that comment section and write the specific 2 reasons. Yes, there are 2 reasons why you didn't like the video. Number 1 and number 2. Write them down and I'll fix that in the next videos. Or I won't, depending on how constructive will your criticism be. And with that being said, I wish you all a great day or a great night, depending in which time zone you're watching it. We will have a stream tomorrow. That's for you watching live. And we will have reactions dropped in just a couple days. Thank you and see you soon.